Okay, it's finally happened. We have our first goalless draw of the tournament. Taken basically two-thirds of the group stage to get a goalless draw, and a full week of the tournament to get to this stage. But the Netherlands and France have played out a goalless draw. The goal disallowed by Xavi Simons, the VAR involvement. Of course, it had to be an English referee and an English VAR ref as well. Um, that's the biggest talking point. But I will say this: there were periods where this game was sloppy. There was periods where this came to life. There's been some good attempts on goal, some good saves by both goalkeepers. There's been some really bizarre misses and overplaying, sloppy play, a lot of wasted opportunities. The game was cagey, understandably, but at the same time, surely the objective when you are aiming to win a Euros is to try and win every game. Make it easy for yourself. Now, yes, they both sides have come away with a draw, which means Poland are eliminated. Austria are still in the tournament, but we don't know who's going to finish first, second, or third in this group yet. We really don't, because Austria could pull something out of the hat in the final game in the group against the Dutch, which for me is the crucial game now. We know France are through. It's all about what Austria do against Holland, because that could really determine who finishes third and second and who potentially may miss out on the next round. Now, Xavi Simons and his disallowed goal, I don't know where his teammates meant to go there. Yes, his teammate is offside, in an offside position. I think we can all agree on that. The shot itself is absolutely brilliant. The French goalkeeper does not attempt a dive. He is beaten by the pace of that ball. So is the Dutch player interfering in play? Or is he not? Because from what I can tell, the goalkeeper is in line, if not further in front of the Dutch player. Therefore, the Dutch player cannot be in his eye line. Therefore, he's not impacting the visibility of the ball, and therefore the goalkeeper's ability to see the shot coming. And the goalkeeper's not even aware the Dutch player is to his left-hand side. Doesn't even make an attempt to dive for the ball. He is beaten by the pace of the shot. Now, there'll be those who say, yeah, okay, he is in an offside position, and when the ball is struck, and there's the potential that there could be a ricochet or he could impact play. And there'll be those who say that the goalkeeper is not impeded in any way because the goalkeeper makes no attempt to stop the ball. So that's the controversial moment in the game. All the VAR decisions up till this point have been done quickly within, I think the longest one has taken 2 minutes. This took a significant amount of time longer than that. There's been some that have taken seconds. This VAR decision took a very, very long time. And when you have both captains, Griezmann and Van Dijk, coming over and having a long discussion with the referee, that again is not a good sign. And then obviously we've had all the discussion about VAR in English and Scottish football, and of course it had to be an English officiating team for this game, and therefore the debate goes about the quality of our officials in regards to the current laws of the game, the current rules of the game as they're written down, the interpretation, and the use of VAR, and are they getting it right? Because that is a controversial one. We've seen them given as goals more often than actually disallowed. I think you'll find that yes, the players in an offside position is not impacting the play. So that debate's going to rage on. I think the Dutch can feel a bit frustrated there, but overall both sides were sloppy at times tonight. I'm also surprised they brought Giroud on instead of Mbappe for France. How bad is Mbappe's facial injury? And you would think if he's fit enough, he plays at some role. So is there a fractured cheekbone in there as well as a broken nose? Is there something the French camp aren't telling us? Giroud is still a solid veteran player. He's a good target man. But it's a different style of attack they have to play with Giroud on the field and not Mbappe. If they are both on the field, that changes their attack again, which is a very pragmatic thing to have. A couple of different options. But just to bring Giroud on and not Mbappe is a bit surprising for me. And a bit of a head scratcher. You would think Mbappe has still got his pace and his footballing dribbling ability. He doesn't have to necessarily attack the ball with his head. He could avoid heading the ball by just positioning, and you bring Giroud and Mbappe on. But that one was an interesting one for me, a tactical decision. Nothing against Giroud. He's a very solid centre forward, of a good veteran leader to have. But that's an interesting one. On the Dutch side of things, they were second best in the first half, and they were exposed at times, but at the same time they were wasteful as well as the French. So both these sides didn't set the world on fire tonight. I'm not overly sold on these sides necessarily making the final, although we know what the French can do with Deschamps. They seem to get some momentum and end up making finals and winning things. The Dutch, I'm not sold on the Dutch. I'm not sold on them. They're too sloppy, and they make a lot of wasteful mistakes and waste a lot in the final third. French look a little bit pedestrian without Mbappe, if I'm being honest. And Griezmann was their best player, most creative player, but they do look a little pedestrian at times. Thuram had a decent game, but they are missing something. Even with Mbappe against Austria, they weren't great. They are an enigma, the French. But hey, unbeaten, no goals conceded. Dutch unbeaten. We'll have to see what happens in the final group games. Who finishes top, who finishes second, who finishes third in this group. Poland can now not qualify for the next round. So there we go. Anyway, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. What did you make of the goalless draw? And I'll have some more content for you guys soon. Place your thoughts in the comments section below. And that's it from me for now. And I'll see you all very, very soon.